Hello everyone, we're going to do some old anatomy identification stuff right here. First off, we got the cranial bones. We're going to start with the frontal bone, this guy. We've got the supraorbital margin, which are these. We have the supraorbital foramen, this little hole right there. We've got the glabella, which is between the eyebrows. Now we've got the temporal bone. Because our model's kind of broken, we're going to use a couple different temporal bones. So right here, this is the temporal bone. And right off the bat, we've got the mandibular fossa, which is right here. Now we've got the external acoustic meatus, which is this hole right here. We're going to go inside a little bit. This hole right here is your internal acoustic meatus, and this hole down here is going to be your carotid canal. Now we're going to go back here. We're going to look at the styloid process. You guessed it, it's right there. Now we've got the mastoid process right there. Cool beans. We're going to go to the parietal bones. Bam! These be the parietal bones. Pretty simple, self-explanatory, you guys got it. We're going to go to my personal favorite, the occipital bone. The occipital bone has the foramen magnum, this large hole. The occipital condyles, these guys right here. We've got the external occipital protuberance, which is this little bump right there. We've got the external occipital crest, this line right here. We've got the superior nuchal lines, which are these guys. We've got the inferior nuchal lines, which are these guys, and we've got the hypoglossal canal, which are deep to the occipital condyles, right in there. Set you down. We're going to grab a sphenoid bone. Everybody's personal favorite, the sphenoid bone. We're going to look at this guy, kind of like a pterodactyl, butterfly, whatever you want to do is fine. We've got the sella tertia, which is this right here. The optic canal, which are these two holes right here. We've got the optic groove, which connects the optic canals up top. We've got the superior orbital fissure, which is this fissure right here. We've got the foramen rotundum, the foramen ovale, and the foramen spinosum down here. Now we've got the pterygoid processes, which are these guys right here. That'd do for the old sphenoid bone. Now we're going to do the ethmoid. And when you look at the ethmoid, I want you to think of a rhinoceros, because that's what it actually is. It's really a rhinoceros, not an ethmoid. But on the ethmoid or rhinoceros, we've got the crista galli, the cribiform plate, the perpendicular plate, the superior nasal concha, which is above this line, and the middle nasal conchae, which is below that line. That'll do for the old ethmoid. Now we're going to do some sutures, which are movable joints. We've got the coronal suture, which separates the frontal and the parietal. It's this guy right here. We've got the squiggly squamous, or the squamous suture, which separates the temporal from the parietal, this guy right here. Now, we've got the lambdoid suture, which separates the parietal from the occipital bone. It's this guy right here. And we've got the sagittal suture. Bam! Separates the two right down the middle. And that'll do